Welcome to Strade Bianche, the race on the white roads of Tuscany, and with 64 kilometers to ride, a group of 6 leads the peloton by 3.5 minutes. Those 6 riders are Tobias Omlund and Justine Brunel of Hellenic Post, Kasper Bosmans of NL, Victor Petruskevicius of Chahzel, Giovanni Canale of Martini, and Fatima Alfala of the Sabic team. And then come off a gravel section now, which this peloton is just wrapping up, and the main field being led by Norma, Quebeca, and T1. So those 3 teams must fancy their chances today. An interesting course, suits a number of different riders, both some of the cobbled specialists and the punchers. It's a race that really anyone can win, as we saw last year when Samuel Houdin launched his special attack and he ended up holding off the rest of the field. In the meantime here, Canale, he has been dropped, rider for the Martini team. Not known for his expertise on the gravel roads, so his time as a contender in this race is over. But the rest of the 5 up here working well together, and their lead is still over 3 minutes with 56 kilometers to ride, and that is not insignificant. They still have a chance at this race. It's up to the peloton if they show any urgency on this next gravel section. I have to say the team in the best position right now is Hellenic Post. They've got 2 riders in that breakaway, 2 strong ones in fact. Justine Brunel, she's just going to sit in the wheels, she won't do any work at all. And her big teammate Tobias Omlund is going to drive the pace. He's going to hold this advantage for as long as he can. When it's time for the big attacks in the finale, if Brunel is up for it, she will make her move. Now here is Frok Manesh, one of the teammates for the leaders of the Quebeca team. The pace is moderate in the main field, but not too high. Main group still largely together. Out here is Omlund, doing his best work on this long, winding, and hilly cobbled section. Or might I say gravel, and that's an attack by Odo Schmid of the Katusha team. So from the main field, the attacks are finally coming through. And it showed Schmid as a Spaniard. That's not true. He's from the Czech Republic, actually. So small error in the producer's graphics there. Now here comes Ugo Zorzi, a counterattack from the NL team. NL already have a rider at the front of the race, Kasper Bosmans. He's a sprinter, good on the cobbles, but he's a horrible climber. So we'll see how far he gets in this group. Here's Schmid putting through a big effort. He's good in these types of races, and he's trying to bridge up to the main breakaway at the front of the bike race. More attacks coming through. This is Eloisa Donna with another NL rider, another Katusha rider, and a T1 rider. So these teams trying to place riders in these advanced moves, because in Strade Bianche, you want to be at the front of the race. It's no use sitting in the main field waiting for things to come back together. You have to take initiative on this course. There's Wilfred Rendels of Martini, so he's come across as well. That's Ener Zanshev. Tav Kalitze is the T1 rider. Looks like Tav Kalitze and Donna are going to start working together and see if they can bridge up to that main breakaway. Odo Schmid, it looks like, has made it up to the 5 leaders, so that makes 6 at the front of the race, and they lead the second group by 2 minutes. So things starting to come apart, 43k still to ride. And this chase group of 5 has formed. That's Kona of Katusha there. Rendels and Zorzi have sat up, their attack has not worked. And it looks like that second chase group now down to 3 riders. So regardless whether you're at the front of the race or the back, this terrain very tiring and taxing to ride on. That's the advantage of being up here at the front. Now Schmid, this is interesting, he is driving this group along, he's not looking to work with any of these riders. And that's a bit interesting, he's using a lot of energy and I think he should ask for a bit of help. Because his breakaway companions who started the move so many kilometers ago, they can still win this race. So I'm not sure what the motive here is for Odo Schmid, but he's pushing the group along, and that is bad news for the main field because the gap is increasing. Here's the second chase group, still 2 minutes behind. And I think the 3 of them put together is not going to be enough to bridge the gap. They need more riders to join them. And the peloton are starting to fall behind now. Surely they're at least 4 minutes back. I don't think the main field is coming back to the front of the race. One of these 6, I think, is going to win Strade Bianche, and Hellenic Post are in the hot seat. 2 riders in this breakaway. One of them, Justine Brunel, has done nothing at all today. She just sat in the wheels and let her teammate do all of the work. So we're in a hilly interlude between these gravel sections, but still a demanding finale in the last 25 or so Ks. Here comes Omlund back to the front. And it's really been a magnificent performance by Omlund today. He started this attack with his teammate. He's done all of the work on behalf of Justine Brunel. And because he's such a strong rider, he's really pushed out this advantage over the peloton. It looks like the next group has split up. Tavkalitze has been tailed off. She's trying to get back on the short descent here. There's Kona and Canale, just out in no man's land together. And here is the main peloton. It's down to 21 riders, so the chase is on. And Quebeca with Tatsuya Takeshi trying to pull things back together. It's not working. The gap is not coming down, and they're running out of road to do it. 25 kilometers to ride. And this is where things can really explode in Strade Bianche, because this finale is so hard. It's up and down all the way to the finish. There's some gravel sections throughout. Now onto this steep climb. Odo Schmid taking initiative. Trying to see if he can get rid of everyone else, but he's used so much energy, he bridged across a gap of 3 minutes to this group. And he's done a lot of work once he's joined them, so I'm not sure what he's got left in the tank. Omlund still looking strong. In fact, so does everyone else in this group, showing no signs of fatigue. An impressive ride by all 6 involved here in this group. In the group behind, Tavkalitze has rejoined Dona and Zonchev, but their advantage back to the breakaways, it's gone out to over 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 15 seconds, so it's not getting easier for them. Looks like some riders starting to yo-yo in the groups behind. Schmid still driving these guys along. Nicole Pinzuto a bit steep. See if anyone gets tailed off here. Now back to the front comes Tobias Omlund, and an attack comes through. This is Fatima Al-Falah, a Barudur on the Sabic team, the only woman on the Saudi team. And it looks like that attack has tailed off one of the breakaways. I think that's Petruska Vicious and Schmid. They have both been dropped. So Schmid gambled to bridge across to this group, but he's tired himself out, and now we're down to 4. And these are the only 4 riders who can still win the race. Omlund still driving things along, 14 kilometers to ride. Looks like Bosman's just trying to hang on for dear life here. Omlund's still full of strength and power. He's been driving this move along all day. Asked for no help at all from his teammate Brunel. And Brunel still just sat there waiting for the right moment. The penultimate graveled section now. Omlund showing no signs of weakness at all. Bosman's, he has been dropped. We're down to 3. Al-Falah is trying to hang on to the wheel of Justine Brunel, and surely she knows what's coming. An attack by Brunel. It's only a matter of time now, if Omlund ever tires out, that is. I have to say, if Omlund is still there on the final cobble climb to the finish in Siena, could he just end up winning the race on his own? That would be a magnificent win for the history books, but we're not there yet. Under 9Ks to go. Nothing has changed in this group of 3 in their dynamics. Omlund still the one pushing the pace. Got to open over this little climb. We go down, we go up again, and then we go down, and then we go up one more time. And that last time we go up, it's a couple climb as well. It's not easy. This is simply a peerless performance by Tobias Omlund. Al-Falah, she's unable to attack. She's sandwiched here, and now she's being dropped. So Al-Falah, she's run out of gas with 5Ks to go, and the Hellenic Post duo, they are not waiting for her. Omlund is going to push the pace still. Brunel still in his wheel. And at this point, with these 2 teammates left at the front of the race, it has to be Omlund who wins. I mean, he deserves it. He's done all of the work. The a bit cruel Brunel attacked him now, and Omlund, he's not waiting for anyone. He's going to keep pushing onto the Via Santa Caterina now. The final climb up to the finish, it is cobbled. Omlund leading the way as he's done the entire race. It's steep, but Brunel, she's not attacking him, not going around her teammate. And Tobias Omlund, a peerless performance. He'll take the final turn into the finish into Siena. A simply magnificent performance by Tobias Omlund, and his teammate Brunel right behind him in second place. And that's the way it should be after the race, how it went down. Omlund, more than a deserving winner. He basically rode at the front of the race the entire way. He started the move himself and dragged his teammate all the way up into second place too. Fatima Alfallah there in third place, a great ride. Schmid in fourth, the attacker, he deserves a good result. And here comes the remnants of the main field. Virgil Lazarescu in fifth, so he must have attacked at some point. So what more can you say about what Hellenic Post achieved today? And that's back-to-back classic wins, because they won the Omloop Nieuwsblad as well. That was Heinrich Kromer who won that in a sprint. So now the complete results. In Strade Bianche with a time of 4 hours, 46 minutes, and 42 seconds, it's Tobias Omlund of Hellenic Post who wins by 5 seconds ahead of his teammate Justine Brunel. They started the breakaway very early in the race, and the peloton never saw them again, and that is good team play and a magnificent display of strength by Tobias Omlund. Fatima Alfallah of Sabic is third, a good result for that team. Odo Schmid of Katusha is fourth at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Virgil Lazarescu of Quebec of 5th, Arnaud Deschet of NL 6th, Jerome Moikin of Dyson 7th, his teammate Eloise Donna 8th, and Erzonchev 9th for NL, and Peter Ross 10th for Norma. Now for the Cup points, the Strade Bianche race, part of the Ardennes Cup, which is the Hilly Classics. Hellenic Post obviously scoring the most, they got 47 points. Dyson placing multiple riders in the top 15, they're there with 41 points. NL up there as well with 36. These Cup points, it's not just about winning the race, it's also about having many riders up there to score those points. Now let's take a look at the leaderboard following Strade Bianche. And to the surprise of nobody, Hellenic Post comes up into first place, winning 2 classics in a row, and getting first and second place. That's 900 points, that's not bad. NL in second place, they're not far behind with 1,600 points. Dyson is third, continuing to have a good season, defying expectations. Peugeot in fourth with exactly 1,000 points, and Norma lagging a bit behind in fifth with 755. Won't say they're down near the bottom. They did not get much out of this race, and that's a bit concerning for Dzak's team, one of the big favorites. We'll see if they can turn things around going forward. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for the Grand Prix de Marseille.